Twitter is struggling with India's tightening rules for online speech. Let's talk about it. Welcome to Clean Tech, home of daily technology news and reviews, and today we're going to be talking about Twitter versus India. Today's video is brought to you by CleanRouter. More on them at the end of the video. So Twitter is struggling with India's tightening rules for online speech. Let's jump right in. Twitter announced that it has launched a lawsuit against the Indian government, the latest salvo in an ongoing fight over the country's aggressive speech laws. The lawsuit comes after Twitter was ordered to remove a series of accounts and posts that violate Indian obscenity and defamation laws, as first reported by the New York Times. Twitter has now removed the post, but is seeking judicial protection from such orders in the future. Makes sense. The fight started last May when India issued new IT rules for online content, shortly followed by a police raid on Twitter's India offices. The following July, Indian regulators threatened to hold Twitter liable for any future infractions by its users. So it's kind of like India is trying to control how the company Twitter operates, in their country. Broadly, Twitter has long argued that it complies with local laws concerning speech, but Indian laws concerning obscenity and seditious speech are unusually aggressive. In the past, the country has used speech laws to stifle environmental concerns or broader discussions of internal political strife. Prominent author Arundhati Roy, who faced sedition charges for statements about the conflict in Kashmir, described the system as both chaotic and repressive in a 2016 report on the issue. The most frightening thing is that any mad coot can go and lodge a complaint against you, Roy said at the time. It's a serious amount of harassment. So pretty much anyone can do anything that they want, which is in the grand scheme of things, a lot of power with not a whole lot of consequences. Twitter's legal fight is complicated by ongoing confusion about Elon Musk's attempt to purchase the company and take it private. In June, Musk pledged to emphasize free speech values as Twitter's owner, but also said that he would obey local laws and hinted at staff cuts that would make it more difficult to effectively defend the company's position in India. Despite having signed an agreement to acquire the company, Musk himself continues to shed doubt on whether the acquisition will go through, raising further doubts about the company's future. I mean, I can see how or why this would become an issue, for Twitter from the Indian government's point of view and vice versa. There, on one end, there's a company that wants to operate the way they want to, because they're the entity, they're the company. On the other hand, we have a country who's basically wanting said company to operate according to how their laws or their wants deem necessary, because it's being operated in their country as well. So that's basically where the tussle is, and I mean, it's gonna be not a piece of cake to say the least, to find a middle ground where both parties can be happy. I mean, as a social media network, Twitter has to take the middle ground. They can't have it like completely their way, because like the eyes of the whole world are necessarily on them, and I mean, a big company like that doesn't necessarily want bad press. On the other hand, I don't see India changing their laws, rules, and regulations simply because a single company has a problem with them. But yeah, I feel like the two should try to get along. Just India, you do you, Twitter, you do you. Just both of you guys try to find something to agree on, and call it a day. But yeah, that's just me. Let me know your thoughts about it down in the comment section below.
CleanRouter is the only router you will ever need, because it allows parents to easily manage all the devices in their homes and stop internet pornography. It's simple and easy to use, doesn't slow down the internet, and allows you to block pornography, gambling, and anything else that you don't want your kids to see using the 7-layer IntelliFilter. Logs all activities per device. It also allows you to put time restrictions, get email reports, and gives you the ability to block content by keywords and even filters YouTube. Check them out in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day.